What's up, YouTube? And I'm back at you with another video, and I'm just giving my reaction to the Orange Bowl matchup between Clemson Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Tennessee got the victory. They won the game 31-14, guys. Uh, they won in dominant fashion, guys. It was a fight at first, but Tennessee was able to get off to a good start, and they held the lead the whole majority of the game. Clemson never ever took the lead. And I'm gonna just read the stats for the game, guys. Clemson started. Cade Klubnik. This is a guy that a lot of Clemson fans wanted to start, and I figured he would start. He showed a lot of promise, and he did actually pass pretty good in this game, but he didn't throw any touchdowns. Uh, he looked like a freshman out there at times, guys. A lot of at times, Tennessee will only play a three-man front, and at times like that, he had time in the pocket, but he looked like a freshman out there. He wanted to scramble out the pocket, and instead of just stepping up, in the pocket and maybe find somebody downfield, um, but Tennessee had a lot of guys in the backfield, so like I said, he's a freshman. He's trying to learn things, but he did pass for 320 yards, but like I said, didn't get any touchdown. He threw two interceptions. One of them, it looked like he was trying to throw it away, but he threw it too far, and they picked him off. But you got to take your hat off to Tennessee. They was able to get a lot of pressure and show him some things that kind of moved him out the pocket. So with time, he's going to get better. But Clemson's offense, for the most part, couldn't get going. Will Shipley, he had 72 yards on the ground. He didn't receive a touchdown. Cade Klubnik had that one rushing touchdown for 51 yards on in the end zone, in the red zone, and he was able to run it in the end zone. So, like I said, the offense just couldn't click. Tennessee did a good job for the majority of the game, containing Cade Klubnik and putting pressure on him and flushing him out the pocket. Joseph Nagata, he had 84 yards, but like I said, he was the leading receiver, but they just couldn't get anything going. Tennessee, on the other hand, um, what can I say? Joe Milton, he did a phenomenal job. He passed for 251 yards with 3 touchdowns, and Jabari Small had a broken run at one point. He had 38 yards, and he was able to get a touchdown. So uh, Tennessee only was able to get one touchdown, but rushing touchdown, but they got 3 passing touchdowns. So uh, Ramal Keaton, he had 76 yards receiving with 1 touchdown. He was the leading receiver. Brew McCoy had 48 yards and a touchdown. And then Squirrel White, he had 108 yards receiving and he had a touchdown. He had a great day receiving. So Tennessee, like I said, the offense, can score at any point. They looked really, really good out there. And like I said, Joe Milton, he did his thing for Tennessee. Team stat-wise, Tennessee was able to get 423 total yards of offense. They got 251 passing and they got 127 on the ground rushing. So they did okay rushing wise. Not the typical, Tennessee offense that you would have saw with Hendon Hooker out there, but he was out there supporting the team and just helping out any way he could. I imagine if he was in the game, this game could have looked worse than what it was. Tennessee still won the game by 17 points, so that's still, a massive win. But yeah, Tennessee, uh, that was averaging 5.73 yards per play. Um, that's pretty good. I mean, able to move the sticks. Um, like I said, let me see. Yeah, they was averaging 3.34 yards per rush, average rush. So that's not where Tennessee would want to be, but they did a pretty good job. Like they moved the sticks at times when they needed to. Clemson, on the other hand, total offense, they got 574 yards, guys. Clemson was able to get some yardage on Tennessee, but just couldn't turn it into points. They got 320 yards passing, and they got 164 on the ground. So that's good stat-wise, guys. But Clemson just couldn't, um, Tennessee did a good job of getting them off the field on third down. So, like I said, Cade Klubnik has some learning to do. He's going to get better, as time goes. But he looked like a freshman out there, and at times, um, but you got to give credit to Tennessee's defense. They played good at times, so they was averaging 4.79 yards per average per play. Um, Rushing wise, they was able to get 3.64 yards per rush. So, like I said, both teams wasn't really able to run the ball like how they would want to, but Clemson did a lot better job than Tennessee did. But it didn't matter in the end, couldn't turn into points, and like I said, costly turnovers. And Tennessee was able to get the victory. And now Tennessee had a pretty good season, guys. Was able to beat my Alabama Crimson Tide, beat LSU, the SEC West Division finalists. Um, who else they beat? They beat a lot of good teams, man. Let me see, Alabama, they beat LSU. Now they beat Clemson. Beat a pretty good Kentucky team. So Tennessee had a pretty good season, guys. Did a phenomenal job, as well as Clemson. Clemson did a pretty good job in their conference as well. But Tennessee was able to get the victory, and you can't help but think as a Tennessee fan, you guys got a lot of things to look forward to. Josh Heupel did a phenomenal job with Tennessee this season. Clemson is right there. I noticed Dabo has, I think he dipped in transfer portal, something that he wasn't doing at first. So Clemson is going to always be right there. They recruit at a high level. Dabo just have to do some things and get some things going over there. But I think Clemson's in a rebuilding stage, and they got to get back to where they were. But great Orange Bowl game. I think I read somewhere where they said it was the highest ranked Orange Bowl matchup between two ranked teams. So, but Tennessee was able to get the victory. Um, Huge win, and that's all I have for the video. And once again, guys, if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.